Quick ride planned for this morning. It's pouring the rain outside, so I don't want to be out there too long. And I do have a time trial tonight as well. So I'm planning on going out, doing just one set of planned intervals that I did have planned for yesterday. But the gym workout the day before yesterday sort of put pay to that. So my soreness was a little bit too much to do it. Amateur, I know. It's pouring and rain outside, so I don't want to be out there longer than I need to be. Need to stay healthy, need to stay warm. I could do this indoors, but I don't have the mindset to do it indoors, if I'm totally honest with you. So going out to do what would be one set of possibly 3 that I would normally do in this interval session of 30-15s, so micro intervals. So I'm not going to be burning too many matches this morning. I just want to do enough that I'm having a small dose this morning and then another one this evening, and potentially I'll do another set of those intervals on the way home from the time trial. But we'll see how that goes. I tend to play it by ear on days like this. So that leaves us just Friday, tomorrow, to prepare for Saturday's hill climb. So obviously I'm not going into it entirely fresh. It's not the National Hill Climb Championships. And also I want to keep training through a lot of these hill climbs. Right, I will catch you in a bit. Well, that was worth it. The weather is definitely miserable today. This is the first miserable day I've been out in for a long time. I'm glad I got out. I did that one set. It is very cold though. Probably not even 10 degrees and I'm wearing... But I do need to give this bike a clean. And as you can see under there, it's needed a clean for about 5-6 days. So clean it now, because it does need it now. That was my excuse to come out. I've made a classic error. Can you tell what it is? I've washed my skin suit. So now I don't have a skin suit to wear the time trial tonight. Yeah, well, I should be. No, the new bike is absolutely savage. So I picked it up like 2 weeks ago, the new Factor O2 VAM. Bike is obviously an upgrade and it feels awesome, so I can't wait to do some hill climbs on it. And I just need to be able to do what I'm doing now for like 6 minutes. I need to be able to do for like 11 minutes, so it's not a million miles away. Got 8 weeks to do it and gradually we should get there. So that was a call with an app company that I work with, Hexis, and we have been discussing about a new feature that's coming very soon to their platform. But there's something coming that I think I'll be interested in. You guys might be interested in. So I'll keep you informed in that as and when that happens. But yeah, I had to jump on that this afternoon, and I'm just going to double check now to make sure the time trial is still on. It's not still on. So it turns out there is bad weather, or the weather is bad enough that time trial on the basis that the weather is too bad and they haven't got a timekeeper. You kind of need a timekeeper, unless you just go there anyway and use Strava. I might just do that anyway. Well, I'm not going to need this race number tonight. We're going to go out, we're going to do the time trial anyway. We're just going to stick to the plan and see what happens. Obviously no skin suit because it is still soaking wet. Got the Insta360 on my jersey there as well. I have actually had a sneaky look at the weather, and to be honest, the wind anyway, it's actually really good direction for a time trial tonight. So it's a shame that the event isn't on officially, because I hold the course record on the Goa 10 It's a really unusual course because you actually finish at a higher elevation than you start at. You start at the coast, you head west out into the Gower, and you're gradually sort of climbing after maybe 5 minutes initially a flat road. You take this sharp left and you come back on yourself and you head over the moors. It's really like up and down. There's a couple of like substantial 2-minute climbs. You do have some descents as well, but it's generally quite a slow course. Like my course record is like a 22-minute 11 seconds on Strava. That was actually done on a road bike. I have done it on a time trial bike in worse conditions and it was slower. So yeah, Charlie's out getting a haircut, so I'm going to make the most of the next 2 hours and see if we can get a good effort in. So it didn't actually turn out that bad. This is the this is the road. The finish is about a minute or so down there. I've got all the sheep looking at me now. And speaking of sheep, there's a reason why I've stopped early. I got about 12 minutes into the time trial, and like the first bit of the time trial is fairly safe and open and like a main road, and then you turn into like moorland and I guess common land, I suppose, or farmland a little bit. And you go over cattle grids, you go over 3 in quick succession, and all 3 of them are like sunk in the road. I'm sure you know what I mean when I say that, but they're not the best on a good day. And I went over the first one and there was a little bit of a squirm, and the second one's on a bend, and I was like, okay, well that's the end of, like, I'm not going to push for a fast time. And in the end, I didn't push for any time. Obviously, I've stopped early. But I still got the effort in. I didn't do the full... I was in 2 minds whether or not to push on, but because obviously I'm not in a race tonight, then the only thing that really mattered was the effort. The roads are quite busy. As you can probably tell, it is only like 6 p.m, so people still coming home from work. Heart rate was getting like way up to like 180 that first 10 to 12 minutes. It's really handy how you're on a flat road and then it gradually starts climbing around the back of this course. I was able to ramp my power. I think I rode like really strongly for that first 10 to 12 minutes. And then when I started to back off for those little twitchy descents, I just decided to gun the little climbs, which are like a minute, 2 minutes long, just to like really like squeeze, and then get some like natural recovery. So I think it turned out pretty well. Like I definitely pushed myself, made the best of it, even though the time trial was cancelled. And sometimes that's all it requires. You know, you go through the motions, and even though the event was cancelled and I got myself ready for it, I still got out, still rode my bike. I could have stayed in, done a Zwift race, but you know, really there's no real substitute to actually doing what you plan to do. And that doesn't happen all the time, but try to do it. And bike's gonna need another wash now. Why did I even wash it earlier? No word of a lie, this is the way I came about an hour ago. I came from under that bridge. That's the road, by the way. That's the river. in case you couldn't tell the difference. Look at this. Look at this person. Yeah, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know whether to like come down here and drive through it. I wonder what. There's quite a few cars. I let the lights come on now. There's a warning light there. It seems a bit pointless, though, that light, like that sign. Why is it telling me there's a flood? Like I can see. I suppose when it's dark you can't. Alright, I'm back, and I've been prepared because I knew that I wouldn't be back until like 8 p.m. So I made myself and Charlie our evening meal. It's a chickpea curry, 2 whole tins of chickpeas actually. So I'm going to be going to the toilet for days for sure. With rice and some naan bread. So all the carbs, all the fibre. Really need some vegetables with it actually. See what I can rustle up. But I'm glad I did that because I'm in no mood to cook now. Planning and preparation is definitely one of the key things when it comes to especially being on like a prep like this.
Oh no, why are you filming? Why are you filming?
Because you have new hair. Pink hair.
Yeah.
It's not the zero's not on. It's the Volta. Should have gone red hair. I'll have to go for pink hair next. What do you think?
I think it would look good.
A bit of a hectic morning here this morning, so this is gonna wrap up the video because today's Friday and tomorrow morning, in fact 24 hours from now, because it is 8:30 this morning, we'll be doing our first open hill climb of the season, so wish me luck. But today is going to be a separate video for the future, because I'm taking the new bike for a tune-up, ready for the upcoming hill climbs. So I'm going to wrap up the video here. Hope you're excited for these hill climb events, one tomorrow obviously, and I will see you in that video in the next couple of days. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you then.